Okay, are you familiar with who Andrew Tate is?
Barely.
Barely. So he's a super alpha red pill content creator. He says a lot of outlandish things. I consider myself red pill, so I agree with a lot of things he says. So I don't hate Andrew Tate. I'm not one of these people. I don't agree with everything he says either, but he's been under investigation for about a year, and he's been in jail for a couple months because the Romanian government's investigating him for human trafficking. They think he's trafficked girls to make them do webcam sex work, stuff like that. They haven't actually charged him, which is interesting. That's just how it works in Romania, I guess. You can put him in jail while you're investigating stuff. But very recently, WhatsApp transcripts have come out from some of the accusers that pretty much blow a hole in all of these accusations. There's these women, they're talking about, hey, let's frame this guy. Let's make this stuff up. We deserve an Oscar for this acting. And, just so assuming that it's true, then it's pretty clear that they're innocent. My only take on this would be that it does seem Andrew Tate is very fond of saying something like the Matrix is out to get me. The orthodoxy, the powers that be are always trying to get out. They're always out there trying to get me. And I would say that it seems to be true in this case. There seems to be I did not assume that this was the case beforehand. That I thought, oh yeah, the Matrix is trying to get him. No, I didn't assume that. I thought that he very well might be guilty. In fact, I don't know, but now it does appear that there is some kind of agenda to get him because he voices opinions that are inconvenient or unappealing to whoever. I think it's troubling. I think it's worrisome because this means that people who don't like what you have to say, they really, if you get big enough, they will use every tool at their disposal to silence you. Is what this says to me.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think necessarily that was the case. I didn't think they're going to fabricate sex trafficking charges just to silence you because you said some, whatever, misogynist, whatever people want to call stuff on YouTube. Who like, no, it's not that big of a deal. Nobody's going to bring the arm of the law down on you just to silence you for saying spicy stuff on YouTube. That sounds a little bit narcissistic that you think that people care that much about you. However, it does seem like maybe that it's the case now. It does seem that maybe that people are very, very eager to silence him, and they will use very flimsy accusations.
So are you saying
as
these
a
two
weapon.
women were hired?
I don't think that the women were hired by the people who were trying to silence him, but
Okay.
their really obviously frivolous accusations have been pumped up and propped up
Mm-hmm.
by the people who want to silence him.
Oh, I see.
They said, oh, look, here's some accusations, even though they kind of know it's BS, but doesn't matter. We can just sort of drag it out and use this we can weaponize this against him.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so that is what I'm saying happened. I don't think that
So they're just
one
tools.
year ago, the girls didn't get together with some shadowy cabal and say,
Yeah, okay.
this is
That's
our
what I
plan.
thought
No.
initially.
No, I just think that their frivolous accusations have been weaponized by people who have an interest in silencing content like this red pill, pro masculinity, whatever you want to call it, content. Some people have an interest in silencing it. And I did not necessarily think that, oh yeah, they go to the lengths of actually putting people in jail. I didn't think that they would necessarily do that. That seemed like a bridge too far. But now it does not seem like a bridge too far. Now it seems like that's what's happening, which is crazy.
Hmm.
I mean, we say
Hasn't-
unappetizing stuff on YouTube.
Yeah, but haven't we
We're
seen?
not big.
I can't, off the top of my head, it's not like I can rattle off a bunch, but haven't we seen stuff like this a lot already?
Like what?
That's kind of my impression. I don't know. For example, like people getting canceled for stupid things.
We
Um,
have, but but being canceled, like a ton of people on Twitter saying you're a bad person and you shouldn't work or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
That is way beneath putting you in jail for something.
Is it though? I don't know. 'Cause
I
some
think it
people
is.
are,
I think it's
some
way
people
beneath.
lost their jobs basically, right? So
I think it's a big
that-
difference. I think it's a big difference. Being put in
that's
jail
pretty
is.
serious. Like if you lost your professorship or whatever.
I think I'm not saying it's not serious, but I'm saying being put in jail is totally different.
Okay.
I would listen. If I lost my job, it'd be bad, but if I was put in jail, it'd be a whole lot worse. It's
You're
just
probably
not
right.
even comparable in my mind. It's not even comparable. That's really bringing the burden of the state down on your head, is what I'm trying to say. Whereas
Hmm.
just people dogpiling and doing the whole social media cancel thing, bringing the violence of the state down on your head is way different than just, the social pressure. It's just so much more serious and threatening and worrisome that they're willing to go that far if that's what has happened here.